Then we come to desire and greed. People often ask me the question, especially the youngsters, what is wrong in desiring? The world is after all meant for that. I said, you are so right, you are on the path. Unless I have a desire, I will not be even born here, I will not be even standing here. Definitely I am coming with some desire of my own, and you are also coming with some desire of your own. But that desire which you are holding, suppose I desire, I need a Rolex watch today. I have to go to a Rolex shop and get my watch, and I am absolutely longing for it, and I go to the shop and I actually see the Rolex and I think, do I need to spend all this money for this watch? But my desire is pushing me. Then I ask, do I have that kind of money? No. What should I do to get that money? I have to borrow. So okay, let me not buy it because I don't need it. Then I come home and I am pushed again to the shop. It happens to women like us. We all the time desire something, we leave it and come because we don't know whether our husbands will like it, or it is affordable for me. But the desire is so intense that I go back to the Rolex shop and I borrow the money and go and get that Rolex watch. That's an intense desire. And this is only a small desire I am talking about. Your life is full of such things and full of such experiences. But first and foremost thing before I desire, if you know that what I spoke about, the intellect, about your Sukshama Buddhi, that will help you to tell you that what is my capability? Am I capable of getting this? Or even if I take a loan or I borrow the money, am I capable of returning that money? If I can, please go for it. You are not harming anybody. And very often the saints also misguide people like us. They say that, oh, you should give up wearing good clothes, you should give up wearing good jewelry, you should give up the sansar. Ye sab maya moh hai. I don't agree here, my listeners. I don't agree here, my friends. Even if it is maya, even if it is temporary, I need it because I have come with that desire. I have to fulfill that desire. My point here is, these are harmless desires. Fulfill them and feel the fulfillment. The problem starts only when I don't feel fulfilled. I'll go one step further and explain to you about desire. I have a family. I am a mother. I have my children. I want my children. I love my children. I feel very possessive about my children, for example. I feel they should always be with me. They should not leave me ever. I should be able to, make them happy. I also do that bit with an expectation that they will also make me happy. These are all the desires. And one fine day, I feel that I am not able to cope up with my desires and demands. Because of course, one human life, which is actually given to you, 30 years you take out of your life, that's all the life you have. And in that 30 years, how many desires can you fulfill? But my point here, my solution here, my friends, is this. When I am a mother, I feed the child, I look after the child, I have done my bit. I have fulfilled that phase of life. Then when he goes to college and career, another set of desire happens to me. He should get married. He should settle down. All right, you find a girl, or he finds on his own, you get him married. Even then your desire doesn't stop, because you still think of him as your child. You think of him as a baby, or you think of her as a baby, because they have grown, but I have not grown. My desire has not passed me. But here is where your Atma Bodha, your self-knowledge comes handy. Your meditation, your yoga, everything comes handy here. I am fulfilled, I am done with this desire, I move on to the next one. The next one is grandchildren. There is no end, my friends, there is no end. That is why the saints call it Moh Maya. But this Moh Maya is also beautiful. Enjoy it, love it, embrace it, and then feel fulfilled. When you feel the fulfillment, I don't have to ask any guru or anybody for detachment, because I already feel detached. Because when I'm so done with my life, very often you hear old people talking like this, oh, I'm so done with my life. I hope it's not temporary. You are really done with your life. Prepare yourself. What should I prepare, madam? My students ask me. I tell them, you have to prepare yourself for the further journey. Your journey is not ended. Your journey in the life, in the sansar has ended. But your journey towards the Lord, towards your own evolution is still pending. Otherwise, you will get caught in that desire and come back again into this world to fulfill all your desires, because every action has a reaction. That is the key word. So how do I slip into greed? The greed is extension of this desire, where I cannot live without this desire, without having this desire. I demand, my demands have to be with me. I hold them close to my heart, close to my chest, and I become greedy for more and more and more. Money, cannot be a better example than money. Money is very important. Money is essential. But money is not going to give you that perennial happiness. And when I spoke about karma, I am just connecting that karma here. When I come here into this world, I come with my balance sheet. A balance sheet means my previous actions, all that reaction today I am enjoying or suffering or whatever. When that is the truth, where is the need for me to feel greedy? Even if I want more, it will come on its own. And the greed and the desire, there is a thin line between the two, and the thin line, you, my dear friends, have to use your intellect, introspection and